Hi there, my name is Vicky from Twisted Angle, and in a month or so, I'm hoping not that long, we're going to be posting a course online so that you can do your own knitting patterns. But it's all going to be based around retail, the retail method, which I use and have used for a long time for work. I'm a knitwear designer, my day job, if you like, and I work with factories producing knitwear garments for big companies like Marks and Spencer's and many different brands over the years. But I've simplified it all down into a course that anybody can do and use, whether you're a machine knitter, hand knitter, doesn't matter what yarn, anything like that. So in order to do that, I thought it would be a little bit fun, because I've made a few bold claims about being able to write the pattern itself in less than 10 minutes. Now I should admit that I've never actually timed myself. I know it's roughly around that, because you look at the clock or look at your phone or whatever, but I thought it'd be fun for you guys to test me. And if you're part of our social network, or if you're on our newsletter, I sent out an email a few weeks ago asking you to test me. Now the way that this works is in the course, so that you learn all the maths and we go through the process. There's 4 steps to doing everything from the beginning of the pattern to the end of the pattern. Just 4, and that's it. And I work through one example with you, and I also give you a couple of sheets. Now I've got a couple of them here. This is the first sheet. I'm hoping you can see that it's clear enough there. And it's just a basic garment sketch and a few little boxes. And it'll be more clear when you're actually doing the course. But the other one that we use is this one to write the actual patterns on. As you can see, there's just, again, a few boxes. And what I've done, I asked people to give me their measurements and their tension square. And I've just done a basic outline of the body, including the neckline, the armholes and everything else. In the course we go into a little bit more detail about all different types of necklines and different types of sleeves and all that kind of stuff. But for this, I've asked people to give me their measurements. So, this should be interesting. I have a pattern sheet here for each of the people. And usually, what you guys would be using is the body sheet there. Now, a little bit of an eco-freak. I kind of like to try and help the environment where I can. So I'm just going to use scrap paper to do mine. But as you can see, I'm hoping you can see this. I have taken pictures of all of these, and I'm going to post them online. But they're basically just a little sketch, same sketch as that we use in the course. The only difference is I've given them all a different neckline, just to, jazz things up a little bit. And I've popped on all of their measurements. You've got the tension square that they gave me in the top corner here, and all the different measurements. There's a shoulder to shoulder, the bust, the waist, the hem, and some lengths on there. It's all blank other than their measurements and their tension square. And I'm going to do all the maths in front of you whilst being timed. And this is a very large stopwatch. So if I do go over 10 minutes, that would be very embarrassing. But we'll see. I promised I'd do it publicly, so there we go. So those are the other ones there. Get that out of the way. I have my pattern sheets here, I have my sketch here, and I'm going to go through each one of the 4 in a little series of videos so that you can see me. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit here and watch every minute of me doing maths and looking at my phone, because I've got, turn it on, I've just got, oh, that's from the last one, I've just got, that's calculator just on there, that's all I'm using, calculator and the stopwatch, pen and my paper, and that's it. So I wish me luck. I'm hoping that this is not going to be completely embarrassing, and I'm going to do each one of the 4. I'm not going to mention who they are by name. I did promise when I sent out the emails and put posts up on Twitter and Facebook that I would keep the people's measurements quiet. I think measurements are a very personal thing for a lot of people. I wouldn't really want everyone knowing my measurements. And I will be emailing them when the videos are done and posted. I've said they can tell you who they are. But I will be posting a picture of the initial sketch with nothing written on it so you can see everything, and a finished pattern sheet, one of these, which will have the pattern written out on there. And I'll take some photos and pop them online. The only real way to know is by knitting it yourself. But there we are. We can't do a lot about that. So feel free, if you want to really test me, to go ahead and knit the patterns up if you want, and let me know. So without further ado, we shall move on and do all 4 of the patterns.